about men is they're less romantic. And the truth is, men are more romantic than women. It's so hard to imagine that at this moment. And the reason they're more protective of that intimacy is over time, the learned response that they've gotten over time has made them not able to share that part of themselves. Women shame men. Men have a strong sense and drive for respect and for authority. This is one of their being with a woman, as long as she can respect them and communicate with them this belief that he has some, not authority over her, but just a layer of authority in the world. And we create these situations where men do not allow as deep of an intimacy, because the meanest thing that we say to a man, his inner dialogue is much meaner than that. And and this is from the work of Helen Fisher. She has studied over, she's sent out tests, she sent out communication to, and I think it's like something like 600,000. The last time I looked, it was people answered the survey, men and women. So men are just as romantic. They fall in love first. They usually fall in love first because they are very visual. And our language to them is so important. What we communicate to a man, if we give him love and respect, he will find an appreciation. He will find ways to be more intimate and deeper in conversations with us. And men in relationship want one thing, and they want her happiness, the one that they're in a relationship with. And so one of the things, I'm going to go through this list and then I'm going to draw something. Intimate conversations. That word, intimacy, is into me you see. Every time he tried to share with me something he was truly concerned about, I shut him down. I closed off the conversation. And my sweet husband, I would go to, and I'd say, baby, I want intimacy. I want you to tell me, what was your ex-wife like? What was she like? What happened to that marriage? What was it like with so-and-so at the office today? And he's like, I don't remember. That never crosses my mind. There's no thought of anything from the past, because he's Mr. Happy as humanly possible in the now. This is what he's trained in. And he's growing his expertise in survival of doom and gloom scenarios. This is what he's working on, and every time he tries to share something with me, I immediately chop off whatever words there are, and I'm not kind about it, because those intimate conversations are not my idea of what intimacy looks like. He tries to talk about football, but I never said anything about football negative, but that I can remember, he had a conversation in his own head around football. He had a conversation around his own head about being attracted to other women. For me, it's a space that you can go into comfortably and share, and I'm not poking you to say, why are you attracted to someone else? I think it's a natural thing to be attracted. But he had an internal cancellation. His mind was making up stuff about football, making up stuff about being able to talk about and share about other women. So if he got triggered, the first layer of emotion that would come up was really loud. And I had a sensitivity to loudness. My limbic system would knock me off my feet. I wanted to run anywhere. I wanted to crawl inside something. If he started to talk about something around the doom and gloom, around what was really close to his heart, I would not let him go there. And there are 4 things that cancel conversations, and this is with your throat. This is sort of that area of letting go of wimpiness, self-sabotage, that leaving. That first part is, if you think you might be flooded, if your body's tense, you make a request and say, can we talk about this later? I care about you so much. I want all of me to be present for this conversation. Then the second part is, when someone is sharing something close to their heart, when they're letting you see inside something that they're sharing, you repeat what they say back to you, rather than give your own input. This is for both men and for women. I really thought men didn't want to be married as much as women wanted to be married. I had a belief, and men today's men want marriage more than women do. So this is such an important thing to realize. Men want women the same age, approximately the same education level, the same amount of money. If you really let yourself start believing that they're not looking for, your age is not a restriction, guess who's more adulterous? It's an interesting thing, because it's just interesting. Under the age of 40, housework, men contribute at the same level as women do, but in different ways. So if it depends on how you're looking at it. If you're looking at sweeping and cleaning, but if you're looking at if there's danger in the house, he's the first one to get up and go down. If it's a late night and he's able to drive at night, he's going to be the first one to go do that. He's going to do all the work, housework, that's dangerous and dirty, really, really dirty and dangerous. So this myth that men are the highest paid positions, there are men in the highest paid positions, but they're also in the lowest paid positions as well. And that's a really important factor.